Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome back to FS25 Working in Giants Editor on the new Forex map. So we got a little area here we got to work on. This square over here, we have a little area back here we have to work on. That square back there, we have a little area over here we will have to finish up. We have this big square, we have this square, and we have this square. But I want to do is, this square is going to be fairly easy. I'm going to put some placeable factories kind of here. We're going to have placeable factories across the front. I'm going to flatten this mountain out. We're going to do a mining area, a forest area. We'll connect the water between these two. And then in the middle, I'm going to make just a big placeable area so you can put the rest of your own factories down. So let's head back this way. Let's go height 25. Let's bring our brush up. So we're just going to bring this down and flatten it out. Change this up from the way it was on the 22 version of the swamp map. All right. Now, since I made a bunch of terrain changes, let's go ahead and do, I know it's early, but let me just go ahead and do a save. It's going to take, it's the first save plus I made terrain changes, so it's going to take a few seconds. And that'll allow me to grab a sip of coffee. Now, I'm going to do a build. It's probably going to take us about 2 hours, maybe to do. We're going to take the crusher from this flats map and we're going to build it into a mountain like it has separate little mining areas. So we're going to place it in and then kind of sort of build a mountain around it. So we're going to rebuild the mountain, but it's going to be different kind of a shape than it was. Oh, I hate these first saves when building the map. Plus it's got to rebuild the height weight file. All right, now I want to get it we don't have to, because we could put a forest behind it. Let me kind of sort of go out here. Let's get rid of that. Is there any more grass? No, let's get rid of that meadow just so we can. I'm completely blind. Alright, so I just want to get a size. Let's go File, Import. I said, oh my goodness. All right, let's cancel that. That took a second. File import. Documents, my games, mods, Richie Swamp, map, placeables, crusher. I want to bring the stone crusher in. Now it's going to look tiny, kind of, sort of, but looks will be deceiving here in a minute. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different areas where we have to scoop up the material. Well, here's where we're going to get really, really crazy. Because we have pretty much a whole square to do it in. Let me give myself some room, like I said, because if I don't go back close to the edge of the map, we could make that a forest area. Alright, so let's go back to height. Let's go down on our scale. Let's see if you're a good size. Well, turn on. That would help. There you go. That's how it's done. Yeah, it's going to take us a little bit to do this the way I want it. Now we got smoothing and all kind of mountains are a pain in the butt. We'll have lots of areas to fix. And then something like this where you overpaint, you got to come back in later and kind of sort of like flatten it back down. Like I said, we're going to end up smoothing a lot of this out. But I'm just looking for a decent base to start on. Alright. Now let's try and get directly above this. So let's go to 25 on our height. And we'll start working our way out. All right. So let me just pull you kind of over that way a little bit. Now, we're going to need a road coming in. And I don't want it super wide. Let's bring our circle down about there. And then let's come out. Let me go a little bit bigger. Cut a hole through this side. I don't mind it going a little bit bigger. Let's cut a hole through this side. And then we may put another hole in on the other side. But we have 8 different areas where we need to get to pick material up in. We're going to basically pick this entire factory apart and then put it back together. So let's go over here and let's come in. Kind of in here. Now, see how much room that's going to give us. Now, I'm going to pull one of the bunkers in just for size, but we're actually going to get rid of those bunkers. So we're going to basically spend a couple hours just picking this entire. We have to move all the heap spawners. We're going to have to move a lot of stuff around. Okay, what's in your transform group? You're the signs. Let me change that. What is your transform group? Okay, you're the invisible. You are collisions. So you, I can't move. I need to find these guys. There we are, the hay bunkers. Just so I can get an idea of where to move the spawn points to. And you're going to be more of just a placeholder because I'm going to delete these. Alright, so you were what? You are silt. So let's pull up the, I got to look at the XML for this. Richie Swamp map, placeables, crusher. Well, it's actually stone mine, but that's all right. So, no. All right, silt is you are spawn area number 2. Heap spawners, area number 2. Crap. Okay, that's going to be 15. Let me just make sure that number 2 is 15. Spawn area start 2 should be 15. It is 15-1. You are 15-1. Okay, so we need to move this area. So you're going to be width and height. So you are what corner? You are, looks like the left corner. Now I think I can rotate these, which we're going to have to. Now they don't have to be perfect because, actually I don't have to because this bunker's not staying. Alright, so if we go that way, we go that way, we go this way. Let's take you about there. And that'll be the spawn area for silt. I'll leave that one open so I know I've done this one. Now, do I want to make this area just a little bit wider here? All right, and then this bunker, let me see if there's anything in here I have to refer to. There is. Crap. You are 8. Let me see if there's anything. 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 8. No, okay, so I can mess with this. Oh, the water. 8, 3. I'm going to have to redo the i3D mapping for the water because I'm going to delete a bunch of stuff from this transform group. Alright, so this bunker we no longer need because we have our spawn area for, now I'm going to see if I can pull this out a little bit further. Our spawn area for silt. So let's take, well, we can move you over there as well. Let's throw a light back here. And then I wanted this sign. You're going to be our silt area. Why does that not look level? All right, hang on. Give me a second. It just didn't look level. All right. All right, so this is going to be our silt area. Is that where I want it? Kind of, sort of. All right. And you can get turned a little bit further. All right. Now this can be another long save because we're going to be making terrain changes like every 5 minutes. Oh, we're going to be sitting here watching this wheel spin quite often. Alright, now, yeah, this area is like super, super tall. Let me knock this area down a little bit. And then I'm going to have to fix it from the inside. Yeah, but this is going to be like way too tall. Let's just bring this down. No, I'm going to have to, let's go subtract, no, subtract, yeah, subtract. Let's bring that down a little bit. Let me bring my hardness down. Yeah, let's bring this down a little bit. Way too high. And then we'll just bring the hardness back and just I'm not going to see this area too much anyway. Yeah, this whole damn mountain's too tall. I'm half tempted to start over. Well, like I said, there were parts I said we were going to have to fix. So, go back to replace. Knock this corner down. Get rid of that little peak. And then we'll do the same thing around there. Alright. Well, let's let me click off of that for a second so it's not in our face. Let's actually come in here. We'll knock some of this tallest part of the mountain down. Just to make it look a little bit better. All right, now we'll put one of the areas back here. We'll smooth it out and make all kind of adjustments to it. I'm just trying to get it roughed in right now. Alright, let's, oh crap, I hate when that happens. Alright, let's grab you just for size and shape. And again, it's going to get taken out. I just want to make sure we have enough for the spawn area. Now you are crushed stone. So which one are you? So crushed stone is going to be number 1. So it should be spawn area 01 is crushed stone. So it should be this one. It is beautiful. So let's take you back there. Oh, come on. It's going to act up like that until I do a save. Alright, let's pull that area out. and then you go back this way. So let's pull you over a little bit. So that'll be your spawn area. I can make it larger, but I really don't think it matters. So let's get rid of that bunker. Let's pull back the light. Yeah, I'm going to get these weird white flashy things until I do a save. And then I was hoping to get, yep, all right. Crushed stone. Come on. It's because this mountain is too damn tall. If I don't like this in game, we're gonna completely redo it anyway. But this area is gonna be our crushed stone. Kind of sort of put you there. Now, let's come back this way. And we can knock some more of this height off. But let's come back this way. Kind of rough it in from this view and then dial it back a little bit. Alright, bring that out. Alright, next one on this side is coal. So coal is going to be spawn area number 3. But let me pull this back so I can get an idea of where our spawn area is going to be. Oh, come on. We're going to have to do a save to get rid of that white. Alright, so spawn area number 3 is going to be our coal. Which way you're going to go? You're going to go that way and then this way. Alright, so let's push you back. Let's pull you out. Not that I don't think it's really going to matter. And then we can pull you out a little bit. Bring you over some. Alright, so this is going to be our coal area. So let's grab the light. Oh, stop. Just so I have a little bit of light in here. going to be a pain. All right, we're going to do a save. Let's grab the sign. Kind of sort of throw it here. All right, hang on, let me do a save. Hopefully get rid of that white flashy squares. All right, should be a little bit better. All right, so our coal sign, we're gonna want about there. So I'm gonna pull my crushed stone sign out, so I know, we know coal's gonna be this way. Let's bring you over this way, so you're closer to the front, so you know it's back this way. Crushed stone, kind of back that way. All right. Now let's actually go ahead and make, well, let's get rid of some of these bushy bits. All right. Now, so let's take a road. Come on, turn on. There you go. So you're about the perfect width. And then where's the road coming in this side? So let's get a road going out. On this side as well. Actually, let's go a little bit wider. We can knock this down, knock that down a little bit. All right. So we have one more that we need to plop in on this side. Yeah, we could take this down, this like super high area down just by smoothing it back. We can even make room in here for the mining silo. All right, well, yeah, let's put this next one back here. Why it doesn't turn on is beyond me. That should be good. So let's pull this bunker in again, just for reference about where I want the spawn point. Oh, and here we go again until I do another save. We're going to get those white areas. Alright, you are what? You are gravel. Gravel is going to be spawn area number 4. So, spawn area number 4, we have to get back this way. Alright, hang on. Let me make another quick height adjustment. I'm going to do a save. Get rid of those white flashy bits. We're going to keep getting those until we get a save done. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do another save. Oh, come on. We're gonna be watching this little spinny circle for a while. This episode, I apologize. Oh my goodness, they're so annoying. Alright. So this bunker we can get rid of. You are here, so where do you go? You go this way, so let's pull you out a little bit further. And we can pull your height out a little bit further. Like I said, I don't think if by making the area bigger you get a bigger pile. I don't think it works that way. So that's going to be our spawn area number 4. So let's grab the light. Throw you back here. And then the sign. Gravel. I'll kind of put you here. Gravel. Alright, so that's going to be the gravel area, the gravelly area. Now we can do the same thing on this side for these 4 bunkers. So let's go. This side's not as well. It is. It's just as crazy tall as that side is. Oh well. We'll see what if it looks really bad in game. I'll completely wipe this area out and redo it off camera because it'll drive me nuts. Okay, you weren't moving. No, I guess I can wipe. We can bring these back a little bit so they're not as tall either. But let's get an area in here for the next little area we're going to scoop our stuff out of. And I know why the hardness is down. Why is it not smooth, working very well? Alright, we should be good there. Yeah, I want to take this little high peak down as well. Yeah, something like that. And then this area here coming in, we can knock back a little bit. Come on, turn on. Alright. So this area, what are you? Let's grab the bunker and then we'll see what the sign says. You're going to be back this way ish. Alright, what were you? You are sand. Sand is, look at that, happens to be spawn area number 5. So spawn area number 5, you can come back over this way. Alright, let's do a save because we'll get rid of these white flashy bits. Yeah, just go take a potty break, come back in 5 minutes, you won't miss anything. Alright, still spinning. Alright, now you go, wow, you go this way and then that way. So which way do you go first? Over this way. Alright, so let's move you here. Let's take this one and we'll pull it out. I guess that not, I don't think it really matters. But then let's pull you over this way a little bit. Yeah, that'll be kind of our spawn area. So let's grab the light. Not that it matters, this light's going to be like pathetically dim. This bunker we no longer need, so let's delete that out. And then our sand. Stick you here. Be our sandy area. All right. I'm thinking maybe straight in and then off to the side for the other two. So let's click off of there a minute. let's come on in. We'll put one back there. Why does it not turn on? All right, let's pull. Well, let me do. We're gonna get. We'll see if we get the white flashy bits. We'll have to do a save. We don't seem to be getting them this time. All right. Again, just for reference, you are. Oh, yep. All right, hold on. Let's do another save. It has to redo the height map. So we had a height map built with it there, and we took it away, but the height map didn't change because we didn't update. So it still thinks there's a mountain there, and that's why you get the white flashy bits on the screen. Now I may need to make these signs a little bit bigger. We'll see what they look like in game. All right. So you are iron. Well, look at that. Iron is spawn area number 6. We're getting lucky and just going in order. So you are going to be spawn area number 6. And you're back this way. All right, now which way do you unfold? You're going to go this way and then the other way. Okay, so let's pull you out that way, and we'll pull you out that way. So that should be good. So this bunker we will not need. Grab the light. Throw it back here. I may bring those bigger spotlights in, we'll see. So iron. What happened? Iron. Edit. Interactive placement. Bam, there you go. I think it disappeared into the mountain. Alright, so that's going to be, yeah, we're going to have to smooth these peaks and stuff out. Now, we have 2 more. So, let's go. Well, first of all, let's click off of there so it's not highlighted. Let's come, how do I want to do this? sort of back this way, I think. Should be good. And then let's put another one kind of over this way. There's grass or weeds or something there we got to get rid of. What are you? You are look like. Yeah, here we go. Just get rid of those. All right. Let's do, before we start moving these around, let's go ahead and just do another save. Hopefully, well, we still, I was going to say, hopefully we won't have that many more terrain height adjustments, but we will. So I'm going to smooth all these edges, and we got to fix the entire outside. And I'm thinking there's room in here for the mining silo as well. All right, so let's take you, bump you back this way. Again, just for reference, so I pull in, you are clay. Look at that, clay's number 7. So, our spawn area is going to be back this way. And then you go this way, and then you go that way, and then you, I don't need anymore. You throw you back here, and then you are clay. Kind of there. All right, now you come over here. And you, oh well, you're the last one. You are number 8. So let's get you pulled over. Which way do you go? That way. Alright, so let's pull you over here. You're going to go that way. Oh, okay, hang on. So I got to pull you over here. But you're going to go that way. And then that way. Okay. So we can get rid of that. Grab your light. Oh, hang on. Where are we? Over here. I don't know if this will help at night or not, but we'll throw it in. Salt. Salt. All right. Now, let's start. Over here. I want to knock these edges down a little bit. So they're not as sharp. The problem is it makes it so it's not as sharp on the bottom though. It's not going to look good as good when we paint it, but we'll get rid of the sharp edges. Come on, turn on. Alright, now before you mess with the outside, I just want to take some of this down. So let's go to Oh, 25 isn't the right height. Turn on, come on. And we'll just knock these back a little bit. Sometimes it won't turn on, sometimes it won't turn off. I saw some over here that was pretty bad. Yeah, right here. Now, a couple things before I want to make this. I want to make sure this is functioning before we come in here and paint it and landscape it and make it all look good. So nothing's changed with our spawn areas. The only thing I have to fix for the i3D mapping is the water. It's now 8, 3, and 7. It's now 8, 3, and 7. So that should be good. Now the other thing we have to do, since we made a bunch of changes to this, well, before I do that, we have to export it out and then change it to 0, 0, and 0, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so let's let's open up another folder. Documents, My Games, Richie's Flats, map, config. I need the placeables, and I need to find the stone crusher. I believe it's in the crusher folder, right? It is. So let's grab this so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Move it over to our placeables folder. Let's see, we have the hen house, which is coming out. We have the apiary. Let's put all of our placeables here before the rice fields. Alright, so it's going to be map directory, map placeables, crushers. Nothing else has changed. The only thing we have to do is change the rotation and the position. So let's bring you up. So let's grab this position and put it here. Our height is going to be 25. Our Z position is going to be here. And our rotation is 0, 0, 0. Oop, I need that space. All right. So that's going to get us our placeable in. Now, I also need store items. I need the crusher, this guy. So I need this line in my mod description. Save that. And I also need it in the store items. So we'll save that. So we have it in the store items, we have it in the mod description, we have it in the placeables. Placeable saved, that is saved, that is saved. Now the other thing we have to do is go, we have all of our positions in. So let's go File, Exports, and we're going to override the stone crusher in the files. We want to replace it, yes. We're going to delete it out. We're going to save the map. I want to make sure it functions before we come in and decorate it and make it look pretty. And then we can decorate and finish this mountain area. And we'll probably bring the mining silo in. Oh, I don't have the patience for these long saves. There we go. So now we got to come into here, and we have to go. We're in the swamp maps. We got to open up the crusher, or it will not spawn in properly. We have to change it to 0, 0, and 0, and then save it and close it. Now, it should spawn in properly. Boy, everything's taking slow today. Come on, open the game. Oh my goodness. It's because I have recordware software running at the same time. All right, let's go in and let's see if anything turns red. Take my headset off for a second. All right, itchy ear underneath the headset. I hate that. I saw a bunch of yellow. We're going to go up and check that. So with me deleting those bunkers out and changing stuff around, it may have messed up some of the i3D mapping. Well, looks like it spawned in. So I saw the stone crusher scroll by. Come on, compile the shaders. Like I said, things are going to take a little bit longer because I have my recording software running at the same time. Come on, don't get stuck at 99%. There we go. So what turned yellow? All right, mass shadow place, that's a giant's error. That's a giant's error. Now I'm hoping these yellow up here are mods. Oh, yeah, that's all mods. Okay, so nothing's affecting the new stone crusher. Oh crap, we're not going to own it because the farmland's not painted in, so I'm not going to be able to test it. It's probably going to tell us we don't own it. Well, let's see what the verdict is. Oh, I can't. All right, let's throw some money in. Oop, not what I wanted. I'll just close that. Let's throw some money in. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and buy this. Let's grab store delivery mod. Trucks. And I think it's under animals. Barrels, yeah. You know what? Standard size is fine because we're not saving this. Can I not lease? There we go. Oh, we'll have plenty of room to put the mining silo in here. Alright, so let's cheat in some water. And then let's cheat in some diesel. Oh my goodness, that truck is so loud. Alright, so activate and activate. Now we should see when we speed up time here. Oh, why is there an invisible barrier there? I can't get back there. I can get on this side. Why is there an invisible barrier on this side? Oh, there's not. Okay. Oh, there we go. So okay, there's a couple areas I got to smooth out flat, but yeah, look, we're getting our mining product. Oh, that sign is in the mountain. All right, we're getting our product spawning on the ground. Beautiful. Let's take our speed up to like 240. I don't know. I was going to go 120. Yeah, I need to fix all the signs. Oh, cool. So we're getting all of our material spawning in. You look like silt. Coal. Oh, we got to get rid of this bunker. Oh, that means I got to redo the crap. I3D for the water. Alright, you are crushed stone. Gravel. Okay, there's another weird collision right here. Why am I getting a collision? F2? No. F5. Oh, the bunker collisions I got to get rid of. Crap. Alright, I got to fix collisions. Alright, so we got to come in and fix collisions. Alright, so let's get out of here and we'll come back in. But I think it's functioning though. We can fix collisions. Okay, you're a way out. So, yep, I think everything is working. Let's go down back to 1 speed for a second. I don't want it to get dark. Let's go to half speed. Yeah, so I got to get rid of these crazy ass collisions. Alright, so let's do this real quick. Let's grab a truck. Let's go ahead and lease that. Oh, you may hit these collisions though. I just want to see if the this trigger's working. It is perfect. And then the other thing I'll want to check. Let's grab you. Let's grab you. No, I think it's under belt systems. It is. Let's grab you. Now we're going to hit these collisions until I get them fixed. Oh God. No, 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 no. Oh, hold on. You're on this side, I think. You are. Yeah, we may hit some collisions until I get them fixed. Alright, now, can I get in here without hitting one of the collisions? Yes, I can. If one works, they will all work. Beautiful. Alright, let's get out of here and fix some collisions, fix some oh crap. I'm going to have to spawn it back in. And then fix the signs and export it back out. Alright. We got a little bit more work to do. So let's go File, Import. We're going to bring it back in. We're going to have to put it into position. Actually, so you I don't need anymore. You I don't need anymore. And I'm going to have to fix this again. So let's go to Placeables. Let's grab this position. And we will put it here. Now we got to fix signs, and we got to get rid of the one bunker. Yeah, you. How did I not get rid of you? Oh, come on. Give me the bunker. There we go. I can get rid of you. Oh, you're not going to mess up the water. It's still 3, 8, 3, and 7. All right. Now, but we do got to fix the signs. I don't care. Let's go find the first one. And I think I'm going to make them a little bit larger. So let's go 1, 1, and 1. Well, let's just go in order. So you're going to be 1, 1, and 1. Coal. 1, 1, and 1. Gravel. 1, 1, and 1. Sand. Iron. Is that the one that was in the mountain? Yeah. 1, 1, and 1. Clay. And salt. You got to come out of the mountain a little bit as well. 1, 1, and 1. Alright, so that should fix everything here. So, Stone Crusher, File, Export. We got to export it again because we made some changes to it. Then we've got to delete it out of the map. We have to Open it back up. And we got to go back and zero it back out. And save it. Alright, so the stone crusher should now spawn in and work. So, let's go texture. Let's go round. Let's go dirt. And again, I'm going to overpaint. We'll fix it when we do the mountain. But I want to get a good dirt. I want to need to get the dirt base down first. And it doesn't need to be super pretty. It just needs to be in. So we'll take our time and we'll get the mountain painted the way we want it. So we'll have a road coming in. I have an area over here. You painted. You painted. Another road coming in. One more area. Oh, area here. All right, so that's going to be our, yeah. Now, I've not played with mountain colors on this map yet. Let's see what we have. I think I'm going to leave it. I'm probably going to smooth that out a little bit, but I'll probably mess around with the mountain off camera. I'll spend a couple hours just smoothing it out and making it look good. What do we have in the way of like a mountain color? Mountain Rock US. What color are you? That's going to look really, really bad in game, I think. What else do we have? Mud like pebbles? No. Mud. Concrete industrial. No. No. Dirt, dark dirt, grass, mud, rock. Oh, definitely not. Sand. What is tarmac? Nope. Asphalt, cement, gravel, forest. Rock, Asian. I don't know, maybe. No, I I still think that's going to look really bad in game. Rock, floor, tiles, 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 sand, forest, cement, fake gravel. I don't like any of these textures. I'll go back to dirt for a minute so I can just fix this ground. Alright. Alright, asphalt, asphalt. Asphalt's not going to work. Concrete's not going to work. Forest is not going to work. What does like mossy stone look like? That's not going to work. Mossy pebbles? Nope, that's not going to work. I have a feeling it's going to end up being this mountain rock, US. We can paint a section and go in game and see if we like it. I may not have to do any terraforming. It actually might look pretty good. A little bit smaller. Just until we get the inside painted. No, wrong one. There we go. I honestly don't know if I'm going to like this. I may leave it just grass and grass color on the outside and just cover it in moss. We got some foliage over here. So erase that. Now, we are going to have to smooth this down a little bit. Let me do a quick save. If I don't smooth this down a little bit, it's going to look like crap in game. Hour and a half. I knew this was going to be a 2-hour project just to get this stone crusher in. We're an hour and a half in already. I don't remember making a terrain height adjustment, but I might have. There we go. Now let's go to height. Let's take our hardness way down because I just want to give this a bit of a smooth, just to knock. Let me back that up a little bit, just to knock some of this hardness off, so you don't see those like circles when you're in the game. Now we'll have trees and stuff around it as well. The larger I have the circle, the easier it is to smooth it, believe it or not. May have to go back and fix some of the dirt. That out a little bit. I'll take all of it away, but let's go back in and check the dirt on the floor. Come on, give me the color. There we go. All right. I see some spots that need to be fixed. All right, now we're going to have one more long save, because what I want to do, let's just do this at the same time. Let's take our height to 20. Yeah, I just want to rough this in a little bit wider. We'll come back and fix it and make it look good. But I want to connect. Oh, I need my hardness up. That's why it's not going as nice as I thought. We need to connect to this one. And we'll put some bridges in so you don't have to drive all the way around. But I want to connect this guy to this guy. Kind of along this mountain. And again, we'll fix it later. I just want to rough it in. And then we can put our mining silo inside, and then our metals mill on the outside, and then all of our mammoth mill and all of our foresty stuff is going to go around that mountain. And then this will be a big area, like an industrial park. Alright, so this is probably going to be another long save. Oh, my coffee cup's almost empty. That is never a good thing. Now we'll have landscaping and trees and everything around it. It'll blend in a little bit better. Oh, there was a couple areas inside we needed to flatten out a little bit more. We'll go back in and look at those. Alright, let's see what it looks like in game before we spend much more time on it. Alright, let's grab. Alright, just Let her load. Oh, I'm so tired today. I didn't sleep well the last 2 nights. I just want to go crawl back in bed. It's only 10:15 a.m. I'm so tired. I grab Xbox One control. Oh, great! I just pushed all my papers off the desk. On the floor behind the desk. I have to dig those out when I'm done. I'll be crawling underneath the desk, picking my papers back up. Alright, so let's go take our speed down to 1 or half, doesn't really matter. Let's grab a truck and go for a ride. Alright, I hate this color. Nice bright green. Let's go, what's the, okay, dark green on the rims. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. The back bumper's all like the wrong color. It doesn't really matter. Alright, let's head back that way. I think it's straight back this way. I was going to pass this truck, but this little red car's coming like right at us. There we go. Like I said, it's not landscaped yet, but I want to make sure the color's not like super weird. It's got those crazy peaks where I cut them. And that's all right. You know what? I think I can live with it. We're going to have to fix the texture on the ground a little bit. All right. We've got some work to do fixing texture. Ooh, I forgot the collisions. Crap. We got to go back and fix the collisions. All right. Where are they? Yeah, we got to come in and fix collisions. Is this the other road out? It is. Alright, yep, we got to do a little bit of work on the mountain yet. Let's see what it looks like driving over this way. Alright, I think I can live with it. Couple paint and texture issues here and there. A little bit of smoothing, or a little bit of flattening. A little bit of retouch up paint. Alright, I think I can live with it. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so let's jump back in here. Now, I'm going to have to, let's go height 25. And we're going to have to, oh, come on. Bring these hard edges down a little bit. Or I mean, make these edges a little bit harder so we can get in and out of here without any problems. And then we got to take our dirt texture and we got to touch up the ground a little bit. And we're going to have a little bit of dirt going up the mountains. We're going to have to come back in and touch the mountain color up a little bit. It's a never-ending battle. I usually do mountains. I never do mountains on camera, so this is why, because I fiddle with it for hours. Well, oh crap, what did we use? Mountain Rock US, I think it was. Yeah, there we go. Let's just get that Mountain Rock back on along there. All right, and then we have some missing right here. So let's look at the other entrance coming in and smooth that back out a little bit. Just make sure we get a smooth ride in and a smooth ride out. And then texture. Oh, wrong one. Texture. Back to dirt. Back to dirt. There we go. All right. Now, one of these, was it over here? There was a little hump in the ground. It's so hard to see in the editor. I swear. I'll have to go in game and see which one it is. One of these had like a little bump in it. Well, I got time to figure it out and see which one it is and come in and fix it. All right, let us do another quick save. Oh, my neighbor's blasting their TV. I'm hoping my mic isn't picking it up. She's either blasting the TV or blasting the radio. Oh, that's what we got to do. We got to go fix the collisions on that. Placeable. All right. So let's go into the stone crusher. Let me zoom out a little bit. And let's put a platform under it that we're gonna, let's go create a primitive, a plane that we're gonna delete out. but I just need a C. It just visually helps me out a little bit better. All right, so you are not one of the ones I need to fix. Your collision is good. Your collision needs to come out. So that one gets deleted. I thought it was just the delete key. There we go. This one needs to come out. That one needs to come out. Come on, why is my delete key not working? That one needs to come out. Alright, that one needs to get deleted. That one needs to get deleted. We delete the plane. We save it. Those weird collisions that I don't need are not in there any longer. Alright, so that is now fixed. So, placeables. So let's go into the mountain map. Placeables. Where is the mining silo? Let's create a new folder. Mining silo. We are going to go File, Export Selection with Files, Placeables, Mining Silo. And then I'm going to need you and you, well, these three. Well, I don't need that one. I need, all right, let's do it the hard way. Copy, paste, copy, and paste. All right. Well, while we're in here, map, config, placeables. I need the mining silo. I think it's down towards, oh, here it is, mining silo. Oop, this one. Mining silo. Copy you into our placeables folder. We'll fix the, we got to fix like the orientation once we get it in the map, but we also need store items. Mining silo. Mining silo. I need to copy that into the mod description. Save that. We need to copy it into the store location. And save that. So let's come back over here. Let's go File, Import. I got to bring the Stone Crusher back in because I need to see where it is. And we need to grab its position. And I'm just going to go Shift V and it puts it in place. All right. So now we can bring the mining silo in and we'll know exactly where this is. So File, Import, Placeables, Mining Silo. Now where do I want to put it? Thinking kind of over here. Will you be in the way? Kind of, sort of. Actually, I like it better, I think, back here. Come on. hang on, I got to turn my speed down a little bit. Because it will not be in the way of anything. Because our sign is on this side. It will actually be out of the way of this factory. I like that. Alright, so let's grab this position. Height should be 25. We'll double check that. It is. Let's grab this position. And it's not square to the world, so we're going to go 10.3. Let's just grab it. And we're going to replace this. Alright, so that should spawn in now and be working. So let's go foliage. Oh, let's see, what do I want? What do you look like? No. You're too flat. Okay, what does Starflower look like? You're too. All these, I think, all these are going to be too flat. All right, let's go to Deco Bush. Deco Foliage, maybe. Yeah, green tall weeds will work for me. I need to see. There we go. Kind of, sort of. Nope. That's not going to work. Alright, let's come over this way. Alright, now this side. I'll go down a little bit smaller. Alright, let's go. I really don't want to. Well, I guess we could put them all the way around. It won't affect anything. Oh, wrong one. No, wrong one. It shouldn't be in the way of any of the mining material that spawns in. And it hides that transition between stone and or mountain color and dirt color. Come on, turn on. I have to turn it off in order to move my mouse, in order to move the camera. Oh, too high up on the mountain. Oop, I think that telephone pole clipped into the mountain, but I ain't messing with it. We'll see what it looks like in game. See, we're 2 hours in. We're still not done. I knew this was going to be a 2-hour project. Come on. I'm really hoping her music's not picking up on my... Alright, we gotta get rid of this really, really ugly peak right here. There we go. And do I have the mountain rock texture up? I have dirt texture up. That was... what was that? Crap, what were we using? Mountain Rock US. There we go. Alright, now back to... let's see if I can do both sides at the same time. Since we're kind of sort of between this mountain. As long as we could still get a vehicle in there. Can't see, the mountains in my way. Oh, darn it. All right, here we are. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here soon and grab some lunch. That's a you've had way too much coffee and nothing to eat kind of a burp. Yeah, I've been putting this project off on the build because I knew this was going to be another long endeavor to get this looking the way I wanted it and functioning the way I wanted it. I don't. May have to widen this road out a little bit. On this side. Let's see how that looks. Cool. All right, now let's come over here and let's go with what do you look like? No. No, I don't want to go with the pink either. I want it to look like a weed, more or less. Green tall weed will work. All right, that'll work. Let's just throw some here along like the ladder, like it hasn't been used in a while. Yeah, we got some weeds growing like under here. The guard was fired, so there's no guard in the guard shack anymore. All right. Alright, so the inside, now do I want to put anything else in here? No, because we're not going to have enough room to drive around. So we got the mine and the mining silo here. You can scoop them up, put them in the mining silo, set the mining silo to distribute, and then it'll distribute out your mining materials. So, you can come out, and you can come out, and let's do a save. So inside the mountain's done. Alright, just wait, because I did some smoothing, so it's going to be another little bit longer save. You know, the more factories I get in, the larger the file size is getting, and I want to keep it under 1.5, I think gig, so it'll go onto a server. So I got to watch how many factories I bring into this map. But I want to get like the mammoth mill down, the carpentry mill down. I just want to get some of the basics down. All right, so texture, let's go to square for a minute, and let's go back to dirt. You're a good width. So let's bring you, and again, it doesn't have to be straight and square, it's the dirt road. Going into the mines. And might as well just get one on the other side since I got the width right. Oh crap, let's bring some grass in here first and fix this. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to have some I'm going to have some forest ground anyway along there. But anyway, that's fine. Where's my dirt? All right, I got to see the road. Oh, we got to fix the water. So it's fine. Let's come like over this way. To the road on this side, in case you want to get on that side for any reason. We might as well fix the water next. All right. So let's go water planes invisible. That's actually not that bad. I don't have to smooth it out at all. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go water planes. Back to visible. We just got to clean it up a little bit. And we can clean it up with this smooth tool. Alright, so height, round, hardness we'll take down a little bit. And let's get, I think I'm going to leave the water like right where it is. Actually, let's go up on the hardness. I like that much better. If I can get this square done this weekend, I will be so happy. Gets rid of these triangles that Giants absolutely loves because everything has to be built on a tiny little square. I want to actually bring this back a little bit. So let's bring it back down to 20. Bring this side down a little bit. Let's go back to 25. Let's bring this up a little bit. That's going to be better. All right. So that should be the water fix. Again, let's do a save. It's going to be a longer save because we're messing with terrain height. And we watch the spinning wheel of death for another 15 to 20 seconds. And we wait for the spinning wheel of death to finish. Oh my goodness. I gotta be careful how many factories I bring in. So I want to get fishing in the map, so I want to make sure we have enough for that. I want to get the dairy in, the dairy, the grain mill, the oil mill, fishing, and forestry. And then all the rest of the placeables you can put down yourself. All right, so water, water, water. No, yes, water invisible. Texture, dirt, round. A little bit larger. Trying to leave the gray under the road so when I do the PDA it shows up and I don't have to paint it back in the paint program. Take dirt all the way around and then we'll come back and fix the mountain color a little bit. Well, alright, it's going to be another long save because I'm going to do an, let's blend this kind of down in to the water. So I have the mountain coming like down into the water. And then we'll come back and put some mountain texture along there. Yeah, we'll come back and take care of that. get this back over along here. Then let's grab our Mountain Rock US. Let's bring this down a little bit. Kind of like that. Water back to visible. There you go. Kind of runs right into the water. All right, another long save. The story of this episode. What are you watching? Oh, watching the spinning wheel of death. The video was 2.5 hours, but half hour of it was watching the spinning wheel. It was quite entertaining. Oh, almost 11 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to get out of this episode in a few minutes, and then I'm going to get it edited, rendered, uploaded, and then I'll grab some food and we'll come back in and we'll work on the forest area. And the foresty factories. I want to get Mammoth Mill in, the Carpentry Mill in, the Cooper in, and the Metals Mill in. Alright, so I'm going to call it here. I'm OldMan102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out and have an awesome day.